Well, yeah, I went to Fenerbahce. I was in Nice as well. Fenerbahce. I didn't. No, I wasn't in Seville. I was supposed to go to Bilbao, but I was on holidays. So obviously I've done Anfield, Old Trafford, the away game. So I would obviously it's when you're playing. It's been difficult to get up the games in recent. But my brother's been a season ticket holder for years, and all my pals are big Rangers fans. So it's something I always said I would go to games with my brother whenever I retired. So it's enjoyable going away. And my first game at Ibrox was back in when was it? It was Rangers Hearts. I went with my brother and my mum and my granny brought me, and my granddad brought me over to the game. Me and my brother went. I think Rangers won against Hearts. Yeah, so obviously I would have liked to have been able to get the more games throughout my career, but it just doesn't work out that way. But I went up to the Bilbao, took my kids up to the Bilbao home game. I drove the whole way up there for a 0-0 draw, but I think the penalty save that night was worth it. But it will be great to see Rangers back competing on all fronts. I think they need to close that gap to Celtic. I think it's a great appointment. I'll be honest with you. Yes, I was injured, but I've come up against Russel Martin teams before, and I'm a big fan of his. I think it's a great appointment. I know it's caused a bit of divide in the fan base, because of how he done on the Premier League. But if you give him the right tools, he's a very, very talented manager, and I think it's a good. As I say, I think it's a great appointment. I think he has a clear style of play. He knows exactly what he wants, and this thing about him not being able to adapt is built on because he didn't do so well in the. But he the year that they went up, his last year, 2 years ago when they beat Leeds in the playoff final, they beat Leeds 3 times that year. You know what I mean? And he was able to change his shape and adapt to different situations. So I think it's a great appointment, and I'm excited again to see how he gets on.
How tough is it when you're in opposition to play against that style?
Yeah, it's people think it's just passing for no reason, but that is mentally training a player if you're having to chase the ball. Now I get it. There's a fine line in passing and not doing nothing with it. But Russell Martin, he knows how to break down a low block, and 95% of the time in Scotland you're going to come up against that, bar maybe when you're playing Celtic. So he does like the play, takes risks at the back, but with with the reward, the high risk comes reward as well, doesn't it? So it's I think it's good, and obviously he's going to need players. Of course, he is. The squad needs an upgrade. But again, I'm very excited for how it's going to go.